Hi people! This time we are talking about the Gunners Arsenal. What is Arsenal roadmap to the Premier League, FA Cup and European Championship? Let's explain now. Arsenal FC, additionally called Arsenal or the Gunners, is an English professional football based in Holloway, England. This club has played in one of the most successful clubs in English football. 10 titles in the First Division, 3 titles in Premier League, and 14 titles FA Cup. Arsenal have a long-standing rivalry with North London team Tottenham Hospurs, which hosts the North London Derby. In Premier League, Arsenal are one of the teams that have never been relegated. Also, Arsenal is the first football team to introduce the use of numbers on jersey. Arsenal was founded in 1886 as Dial Square in the Woolwich district of southeast London and changed its name to Royal Arsenal. In 1913, the club moved to the north, more especially to the Highbury area, and built Highbury Stadium, which became new headquarters, leaving only the Arsenal name. Arsenal's fame in English football grew from 1925 to 1935 and won several English domestic competitions, FA Cup, Premier League, and Charity Shield, making Arsenal the most dominant force. It was first launched by manager Herbert Chapman at the time. Halfway through in 1933-1934, Chapman suddenly died of pneumonia. His job was left to Joe Shaw and George Ellison in 1933-1934, and he scored a hat-trick with 1934-1935 title, the 1936 FA Cup, and the 1937-38 title. They won their third FA Cup in 1950 and a record-breaking 7 league title in 1952-1953. Between 1962 and 1966, even former England captain Billy White was unable to bring success to the club as manager. Arsenal appointed Better Me, the club's psychotherapist, as acting manager on a interim basis in 1966. Me lead Arsenal to their first League Cup final in 1967, 1968, and 1968-1969. In the early 1970s, Arsenal had their best European success in 1969-1970 season in the Fairs Cup. Arsenal won the Fairs Cup for the first time after beating RSC and the like on aggregate 4-3. The following season, Arsenal achieved another big win and a new record as unreached champions in the First League and FA Cup. In 1976, former player Terry Neal replaced me at age 34 because he is the youngest manager in Arsenal history. The club reached 3 FA Cups in 1978, 1979 and 1980. They losing to Valencia on penalties in the 1918 European Winners' Cup final. In the 1980s, Arsenal managed to add their collection with several domestic titles, namely the 1987 League Cup. They surpassing Liverpool in a dramatic final, and they won the English League in 1989. In 1991, Arsenal will join competition of the Community Shield with Tottenham Hospurs. The result was a 0-0 draw. Arsenal title winning pace in European competition was completely astonishing after Arsenal won the Winners' Cup in the 1993-1994, defeating Parma by 1-0 under George Graham manager. The following season, Arsenal reached the final again in the same event, but this time they lost 2-1 to Real Zaragoza. The transfer of manager Arsene Wenger to Arsenal in 1996 damaged Manchester United's domination of the Premier League at a time when Arsenal won the Premier League and FA Cup in the 1997-1998. At European level, he helped Arsenal to second place in the 2000 UEFA Cup after losing 4-1 to Galatasaray on penalties. Arsenal won the FA Cup and Premier League in the 2001-2002 season. From the 2003 and 2004 season to the start of the 2004-2005 season, Arsenal went unbeaten in a record 49 matches, breaking Preston North End. In the 2005-2006 season, Arsenal became a Champions League finalist as they beat FC Barcelona at the Stade de France Paris. Arsenal were also finalists in the 2007 and 2011 English League Cup, losing 2-1 to Chelsea and Birmingham City in the same result. In 2014, Arsenal beat Hull City 3-2 in extra time to clinch their first FA Cup title in 9 years. Arsenal won the same trophy again after beating Aston Villa 4-0 in 2015 FA Cup. After carrying out an overhaul within sight, the club's working to coincide with Wenger's departure, Basque Spaniard Umai Emery changed the club's new manager on May 23, 2018. In Emery's first season, Arsenal finished 5th in Premier League and runner-up in the UEFA Europa League. On December 20, 2019, Arsenal appoints former club captain Mikel Arteta as their new head coach. Arteta's first season at Arsenal was marked by finish the 2019-2020 season 8th in Premier League and winning the FA Cup. This is the Arsenal Champions roadmap. Will Arsenal return to UEFA Champions League? The time will answer. Thanks for watching. See you later.